Hi everyone, Tania Lasan here. I am so thankful for each and every one of you who is taking the time out for yourself to be the best version of you, the best versions of yourself, so that you can really be the person who you were meant to be when you came here on this world, in this earth. Shout out to Earth, baby. All right, so like I said, I'm grateful for you to be. I'm grateful that you're here, and so that I could shed light maybe on a different perspective for you on this topic with healing and healing to lust. And yeah, so that we can learn and create together a better mindset with relationships, and that we can go further, and that relationships won't be such an inhibitor when it comes to striving to get the thing that you want to do, so that we can have harmony in our relationship. All right, so healing to lust. So I'm going to give my backstory of a story that has happened with me, which is why I'm even speaking to you about this topic right now. A few years ago, I was in deep pain. I was heartbroken, like that real heartbreak where you're not eating, you're not, doing the things that you normally do, maybe like working out. Hell, I wasn't even drinking like a lot of water. I was just sad. I was depressed. It fucking sucked, okay? Like, it sucked. It was rock bottom. Like, even with my mind's eye, like I could feel like my aura had like holes in it. It had holes in it because the wounds were so deep. And that's how it was for me. So here I am. I'm in this type of this feeling, all of these, depression emotions and all this sadness and stuff, right? And I get a phone call from a person who, and granted, right before the phone call, like I'm literally crying my eyes out, like boo-hooing for maybe 20-30 minutes straight, okay? And this person calls me, and I just met her, and she called me and she was saying that, yeah, I want to, like take pictures and stuff like that. I am like so distraught. I just said, okay, fine, great. So she picks me up and we go down, and we get to where she wants to take photos of me. So I'm sitting in her car, and like I'm still in the whole, like everything about me feels sad. I'm just like, I know this girl probably is picking up on my sad, depressing vibes. I'm just like, I'm normally not like this, but I am sad right now. Like, I just had to be honest. And as I'm just sitting with this person, this is like my first time, being with her, like one-on-one this time. And as I'm just sitting there, just when we're just in silence, like I literally felt like I just began to feel this enormous amount of, I'll describe it as love. That's what it felt. And it just started to penetrate me. I literally just started to feel it penetrate my aura field. And I never felt that before, like in my life. It literally felt like it was repairing holes inside of me just from sitting next to this girl who I was kind of interested, but not really, because I was still depressed, so it was impossible for me to really do it. But she was fine though, okay? She was fine. And I felt my aura, like it felt like it was being repaired. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. And I felt myself start to feel like me again. Like I started to feel like my dominant characteristics, like just mellow, chilled out, silly and stuff like that. And I was just so amazed. And so here we are, we did a photo shoot, and the theme was actually for me to like have like a sad type of vibe, but I'm just like, for real, that healing section that just happened in the car, it, like, I had to really make myself get into character, even though I had raw emotions, but they went away. It went away. And when we got in the car, okay, I still could feel like the healing energy just emitted off this person. Like my soul was just like, it was just reflecting back. It felt like a great exchange. And I remember we just moved in, and like I remember we had both of our third eyes, like our foreheads right on each other. And it was cool because I could still feel, it was so strong. It was strong. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And I just wanted to just sit in there and just bathe in that, okay? And then she went in for a kiss, okay? At that moment, at the exact moment where her lips kissed mine, that energy that I was feeling, like that love, that pure, unconditional, it was just love. It went away. It literally was like someone just cut something, like a cord. It cut it to where I felt disconnected from this person. Now before I felt whole. Like I literally felt like a whole, complete type of energy. And then the moment that they kissed me, it literally just went away. And from that moment, it became into a very, in my experience, because everyone have a different experience, but in my experience, it came from it was more of just a lustful, root chakra type of just, like I still felt great, but like far as on the spiritual tip with it, but that healing aspect, it went away. And like it kind of changed my perception of the whole situation. Like my lens have changed from that moment. So I'm thinking from a different part of my brain now. And so I wanted to share that with you all, and just to bring it to even my own attention, because I've learned from this experience. And so I just wanted to share with you all, people who come into our life, okay, and we may feel like, oh my gosh, like I get happy when I see them, like it feels good, they may be attractive to you, you know what I'm saying, like really attractive to you, you know what I'm talking about, and you may even have like sexual thoughts and stuff like that. But just based on like the experience that I have with this person, if I'm feeling this again, like, wow, I just love being around this person, now I'm thinking that maybe that energy, those vibes that I'm feeling, is all that I need. That's all that I need. It's no need to pursue it further and see how those wheels turn. Like, what if that is really all that we need? Like, that is what our soul needs to be satisfied. Because I don't know about you, but I realized that, having sex kind of fast, it kind of just ruined some relationships. Things are getting better now with some of them, and you really start to hit like who you truly are when you deal with the sexual energies and stuff like that. That's another topic. I'm not going to go on there. I just want to focus on from healing to lust. And I'm going to leave with this story. Years ago, like 10 years ago, I was a little over 10 years ago, when I was 19 years old, I was just coming in like with all of this, like learning energy, that we're energy and stuff like that. And like our subconscious mind is the master of creating our reality. And I remember that I had made it my mission to attract like physical teachers here in this reality, right? In this physical reality that can, support me in this new discovery that I'm learning right now. And here I am. I meet somebody like literally 2 months later of manifesting it with my mind. And I'm talking to this woman, right, y'all? I mean, some of you who know me probably already know who I'm talking about, but it's all good. It's all good. she was fine, boy. And I'm like freshly like in my whole gay life and everything like that. So like every pretty female, I'm just like, ooh, damn, hello, even though I was so nervous. Now, here I am. I'm going to this person's like events and stuff like that. And I'm feeling like a bunch of sexual energy because I'm just being like a horny 19-year-old. I'm just like, whoo, it's not understanding this how energy is working. I still don't understand it 100% at all, but I definitely understand it a lot more than I did 10 years ago, okay? So here I am. I'm just like emitting all of this sexual energy and stuff, right? Now, we got on the phone because I was getting like coaching during that time with her. And we got on the phone and she said, before we begin, I want to, say something. And she said that when I'm around you, like I'm feeling, sexual energy that's coming from you and stuff. Y'all, I lost my shit. It's like I just bust out laughing. It felt like for eternity because I'm just like, oh my gosh. I was so like embarrassed and shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, she could feel like me thinking these thoughts. I'm like, oh, no. And so she's laughing with me. Didn't make me feel awkward at all, okay? And I'm just like, okay, all right. And she's like, look, maybe we were, husband and wife before. Maybe we was something else in another lifetime. But in this lifetime, this incarnation that we're in right now, I'm the teacher, and like you're the student. And I was just like, oh, well, damn. Yes, ma'am. And from that moment forward, all of those thoughts and stuff, I just put them away. And so she said that when people meet each other and they may feel like sexual energy and stuff like that, what that is your soul recognizing another person's soul. That energy that you feel, because remember, you all, sexual energy is the creation energy, okay? That's how all of us have got here, through sexual energy. So it is the most potent energy out there. It's our sexual energy. So of course, if you look at it from that perspective, that when we meet somebody and we feel in all of this, like there's history there, but that doesn't mean that we need to have sex with them. That doesn't mean that that is the purpose of the relationship, that you and this person are here for each other. Just because you may like someone, or you're feeling lustful and you just want to have sex, or is it something about them, you just want to get close to them and just hug them, whatever the case may be, we have to start asking ourselves, who is this person to us? What is our mission here? Because once we get off course with the person, things can go south. Like what happened with the person who I was speaking about earlier. The moment that we kissed, like that energy, that profound energy that I've never felt before, it went away because that was not the path that we were supposed to take. Now, of course, there's no accident. Not feeling guilty about the choices that we made, or feeling shameful or having regret. No, because that's the reason why. Because your story can help somebody else, okay? And so that's why I'm just sharing my experience, so that it could help you in whatever aspect, which parts you are here with me that's in your life, how this story could help you with that. So just remember, ask yourself, when you are with someone who you crushing on, and even I still got to do this stuff for myself, because it's a select few women, I'm just like, wow, there's just something about them. I don't know why. But you know what? Now I'm looking at it from, okay, this person most likely probably is someone who's in my soul group. What is our karmic with each other in this group? What is our mission? Some may be lovers, yes. Some may be definitely your soulmate, your twin flame, who you are meant to be with, your soul contracts. but probably a lot of them are not. I mean, you can do you, boo, but I'm just speaking it from a different perspective when it comes to merging our energies, our sacred energies, because your energy is so sacred. It's so sacred. And when you merge sexual energy, yes, me and the girl, we did have sex, and it was great. It was really great. But when you merge that sexual energy, like, you're literally merging with that person, and their shit becomes your shit. Okay? Okay? And I'm gonna leave it like this. I know I said this before, but I need to share this with you all. Something else I learned from my mentor a few years after the initial conversation with me having a crush on her. When you meet someone new, if you really genuinely just want it to be physical, be honest with that person, let them know, then fine. Then the next part doesn't pertain to what I'm about to say. But if you meet somebody and you're just like, wow, like, something about this person, like, I really want to get to know them, but you are still feeling some like sexual energy, sexual tension, whatever the case may be, like, when you get around them, it's like, damn. Or even when you get around them and it's like mellow, but it still turns you on. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get to know this person, actually get to know them. She mentioned that to see how a person is when they are happy, see what their emotions are when they are upset, see how it is when they're impatient, see what happens when they're sad, you know, all of the different emotions. Go with them, like, to different places, go on a road trip, maybe go out the country once you get to know them, okay? We gotta still be safe out here, okay? And observe them, and see if this is something that you can handle. If their highest level of like impatience that you saw, or maybe like the whatever level you saw, if you can handle that, because of course we're always showing new emotions every single day as more as we learn about the person. But if something click and you're like, oh hell no, run, and then you don't have to worry about it because you ain't have sex with them. You ain't have sex with them. Be mindful. Be mindful. If you will take things from healing to lust, or it could be from healing to love, be healing to marriage, you know, healing to healing. You get my drift. So I just wanted to share with you all. Hope everyone has gotten something from what I just mentioned. Thank you so much for being here for these 100 days of me coming with you of insights and ahas, things of the total wellness concept of how we can make ourselves better with every aspect that it is in life, our physical life, our financial life, our relationships, our environmental life, all of these things, our health, for us to be the best that we absolutely can, because the time is now. The time is now. And sometimes it's never going to be the right time that you feel to really make improvements that will be life-changing for you. So, y'all know I have the system, baby. Text me, okay? And you'll also get 25 books that's life-changing, because I always love great recommendation for books. Like, I'm always getting like recommendations that I'm hearing from other people. I'm like, oh wow. I'm telling you, at least one of those books, probably 7, maybe the whole 25, is going to resonate with you. So text 844-958-4362. Best you. Okay? For exclusive updates and those awesome 25 life-changing books. All right, Tania Laton here. I love each and every one of you. Keep loving yourself. Peace.